this short video, we're going to take a look at an introduction to licensing Power BI, one of the Power Platform components. My name is Vicky Lee, an independent Microsoft licensing expert, and I'll be taking you through this session today. Power BI is a collection of software services, apps, and connectors that allow you to turn unrelated data sources into coherent, visually immersive, and interactive insights. The data, for instance, could be coming from an Excel workbook or a collection of cloud-based or on-premises data warehouses. But wherever that data is, Power BI allows you to easily connect to those data sources, visualize what's important, and share that information with anyone you want. And to find out more about Power BI, can I suggest that you check out the link on the slide. There are a number of components that make up Power BI. First of all, there's the desktop application called Power BI Desktop, the online software as a service called the Power BI Service, and the mobile Power BI apps that are available on any device. These three elements, the desktop, the service, and the mobile apps, are designed to let people create, share, and consume business insights in the way that serves them or their role most effectively. So let's take a quick look at some of the components we could create with Power BI. And first of all, there are the Power BI reports. In Power BI, a report is a collection of visualizations that appear together on one or more pages, just like any other report you might create for a sales presentation or write for a school assignment. A report in Power BI is a collection of items that are related to each other. And this image shows a report that's been created in Power BI Desktop. In this case, it's the second page in a 5-page report. But note that you can also create reports in the online Power BI service. When you're ready to share a single page from a report or a collection of visualizations, you create a dashboard. And much like the dashboard in a car, a Power BI dashboard is a collection of visuals from a single page that you can share with others. And often it's a selected group of visuals that provide quick insight into the data or the story that you're trying to present. So a dashboard must fit on a single page and is a workspace where you create, combine, and rework interesting and compelling visuals. And you can share dashboards with other users or groups who can then interact with your dashboards when they're in the Power BI service or on their mobile device. So let's get some more detail on the ways in which you can share Power BI information. And there are many ways in which you can share information with Power BI. First of all, you might embed a report into Teams or into SharePoint Online. You could send a link to dashboards and reports that are held on the Power BI service, or bundle these into apps for users to view in a browser or a Power BI mobile app. You can also publish to the web or even print or save as a PDF. And as you might imagine, though, to share and access shared content, you must have the right licenses in place. So first of all, we have the Power BI Desktop. Now, this allows users to download and use the desktop application to connect to data, create visualizations, reports, and dashboards. And note here that there is no license required for a user to download and use this tool. Then we have the Power BI free license. And here, a user with a free license can use the online Power BI service to connect to data and to create reports and dashboards in My Workspace for their own consumption. They cannot share content with others or publish content to other workspaces. And then we have the Power BI Pro license, which is licensed via a user subscription license. So there is a monthly cost per user, and it is available as a standalone license, but is also included in the Office 365 E5 and Microsoft 365 E5 licenses. And this license is required for users who are going to be sharing content and also for those who consume the shared content. The exception being for shared content that has been published to the web or is printed content. And in that case, a license is not required. So just to highlight the key thing I've said there, a license is needed to share and consume shared Power BI content. And that main license that's needed is the Power BI Pro license. However, there are other options available which will be covered in a separate module. And then we have the Power BI Mobile, which gives us free apps for iOS and Android. However, the consumers of the reports do need a Power BI Pro license. And when someone looks at a report, they can annotate and they can send it on for someone else. And if they have a Power BI Pro license, they can obviously click on the embedded link to view the whole report. Let's look at a licensing scenario to put this into practice, and let's find out something about our customer. They have 5,000 users, all of whom will consume Power BI content, and 70 of whom will create the shared content. So what licenses are required? Well, as everyone who creates or consumes shared content needs a license, we would see here that everyone would need a Power BI Pro license. So in this case, 5,000 Power BI Pro user subscription licenses. However, there is an alternative option that is available for when you're licensing large numbers of users to consume shared content. So it is important to remember that we always need to license the content creators with Power BI Pro licenses. But we can license the rest of the organization who are consuming the shared content on a capacity basis via something called Power BI Premium. So this would mean that in this scenario, we would need to license Power BI Pro for the 70 users who are creating the shared content, and then could license the rest of the organization to access the shared content via Power BI Premium. And to learn more about Power BI Premium licensing, please watch the Power BI Premium video in this series. That concludes this short video. Thank you very much for watching. If you require any more information around Power BI, please do contact TD SYNNEX.